So much has happened, it's crazy. It's probably best to start from the beginning. While sitting at the station, James was talking to Edward. Edward was telling James to be careful with the mist, but James told him to bug off as he knew what he was doing. The guard blew his whistle and we left. We sped down the line, but had to be careful as the mist made it hard to see. We had reached Gordon's Hill, and I swear we heard the whistles of the other engines as well as screams, but there was no one there. James was struggling to get up the hill. He kept telling us it felt as though he was being pushed back. We made it up the hill and something changed. We passed the bend and we felt some strange shockwave. James must have felt it too, as he even grunted in pain. We went down the hill, but everything was silent. No wind, no nothing, like when we were heading up. Came to a halt at the bottom station where we saw something horrific. It looked to be Emily, but her eyes were gone. All there was in their place was two black holes. It looked as though her face was faded. Worst of all, she was smiling and began to move, asking James to join her forever in torment. Raced back and she chased us. This time when we got to the other side, we still didn't hear anything except for Emily, who was chasing us. Luckily, we managed to get switched into another line while Emily raced on ahead. Right now, we're sitting in Henry's tunnel waiting for it to be safe. While sitting around, we heard an engine coming up behind us, and we were shocked to see it was Percy. He was shocked to see James with all the people. He said he thought we were dead and couldn't believe there were that many survivors. He was covered in dirt and filth. We asked what had happened, and he said the mist had changed people into monsters, and Emily is one of many. Percy said we should get to the mainland and it could be safe. We agreed and left. While running past Tiddly sheds, I think I heard crying coming from the berth, but we just kept going. We soon arrived back at Knapford to take your feet for a while, and when we pulled in, we saw Gordon sitting at one of the other platforms with a few of his express coaches. The people in the coaches said they were going to escape to the mainland. Percy said they shouldn't just leave their friends, but Gordon said the monsters in the mist had gotten to them and they were dead. He saw James and gasped, saying that he could have sworn the mist had gotten him. James kept telling them he had no idea what was happening. All he knew was that he took a passenger train this morning and went over Gordon's Hill, and that's when he saw Emily. Gordon and Percy said the mist arrived 2 weeks ago. We decided to leave it at that as we could tell James was upset at what was happening. A while later, Gordon was about to leave for the mainland. The passengers said we could come with them, but they weren't coming back for us if we stayed behind. Most of the passengers from our coaches went to Gordon's coaches as he was much faster. Percy said he couldn't leave without the others, but we told him that they would want him to escape. He eventually decided to come with us, so we're going to head out. We were getting close to Elsbridge when we saw him. We were horrified. He was shrouded in mist, but that short, stumpy funnel and dome was all too familiar. Gordon shot past, yelling at us to not stop. No mind to him, but went after Percy. Percy said he was sorry and had to go. The creature disappeared, and we peered in front of Percy, telling him they had pushed him some trouble. Percy begged, saying he didn't want to, as he raced off with the creature hot on his tail. He's okay. So far, no signs of Gordon or Percy. God, I hope they're okay. We're going to spend the night at Elsbridge. James and the remaining passengers are exhausted. We're going to make sure some people stay awake to stand guard. Hopefully, everyone is here tomorrow.